morning, it's Patsy. So I've come on today to do some of card reading. Like I said, I'm going to start putting in to the channel. I know they're not for everybody, but you know, if people are interested, then they can look. If they're not, they don't have to. It just gives me a chance to use some of my decks. So I'm using the new deck that I got yesterday, the what's it called? I always forget its name. Ethereal Visions Illuminated Tarot. So I'm using that as the main reading, and then as a oracle card, because I very often like to add an oracle card or charms or something like that to a reading. I'm using the Wisdom of the Golden Path. So this is a reading. I set the intentions for a reading for the weekend of the 19th to the 22nd, so from today to Monday. A general reading, so it won't resonate with everybody. It should resonate with some. If it doesn't resonate in a whole, and you know, parts of it or whatever, but it's just a way for me to be able to get some use out of my cards. So yeah, so here we go then. So I always do 4 cards, because I always like to use the energy around you, any oh, I've never got the word now, any difficulties or any obstacles, that's the word I'm looking for, any obstacles in your way as card 2. Card 3 is what you can do this weekend to try and clear away those obstacles or get over those obstacles, and card 4 is, you know, how the weekend could end and what the outcome could be. And then the oracle is just a added card to kind of add to the reading. So the first card, which is what the energy is going to be this weekend, and we have, don't know if you can see, if I bring it forward before I sit it back, we have the Justice card. Isn't that gorgeous? I love this deck. Feels so nice too. So the energy around this weekend, and we have the Justice card. So it could be a weekend that many of us have got decisions to make, probably things going on in our life that we have to make decisions, and make sure that they're fair decisions that we come to. For, you know, it could also be that it's going to be a weekend where we're going to have to balance things. We probably need to bring some kind of balance into our life this weekend. The owl there, you know, the owl is full of wisdom. The owl is full of looking within and being wise in the decisions that we make. And balance is the same thing, you know, we have to make decisions in our lives to balance things out and to bring balance into our lives. So I kind of like that owl perched there in the forefront, because the Justice card is all about being fair and just and wise in decisions that we have to make, but also when we have to bring balance into our lives, to do it in a fair and just way as well, especially if it includes other people that we have to kind of include in that balancing act that we'll probably need to do at times. So that is the energy this weekend. I mean, if there's anybody who is well with the Justice, I always find a lot when I get the Justice card come up, if you're waiting for decisions to be made, and you're waiting for something where you've already put out there, but you're just waiting to see results, and you're just waiting to see what the answer is or whatever, then the Justice card will very often, for me, when it comes up, say that a fair and just decision has been made, and usually in your favour. So just as an add-on, if there's anybody out there that is waiting for any decisions to come in about something that they've already put out there, then you should hear this weekend, and it should be a fair and just decision that works in your favour. So I'll just put that there. But for the weekend's energy, the energy that I'm getting for it is, it's going to be a weekend that we're going to have to bring balance in, and make decisions in some area of our lives this weekend. So we'll go on to card 2 and we'll see what that is. And this is the obstacles we could come across. Okay, I'll bring it closer. What's that? The Knight of Wands. I sometimes have trouble reading this writing. So there's the Knight of Wands. So the obstacles with the Knight of Wand. The Knight of Wand is very energetic, full of that fire energy, wants to dive ahead, wants to charge into things, wants to, whatever's, you know, if this is a new creative idea that you've got to make decisions about and find things, you know, balance your life out a bit to kind of go for it. This card is sort of the obstacle. Is sort of, you're ready to charge ahead. You're ready not to think about things too much or make decisions too much. You just want to dive straight into it. This is the kind of feeling I get with the Knight. So this is going to be the obstacle for you, to not to dive in, but to take time to think things through, to make decisions wisely, to balance everything out, you know, not just to charge in. As much as you're going to want to charge in and get stuck straight into it, as this Knight usually would indicate, this is an obstacle, so try not to dive straight into it, because you should be in this energy where you're weighing things up, you're making decisions based on logic and wise, you know, using your wisdom, rather than just being so caught up in the excitement and fire energy that you're just going to dive straight in. So that is going to be an obstacle, that, you know, you just don't rush into something instead of carefully thinking about it and carefully planning it. So what can you do to overcome this obstacle of wanting to dive straight into it? And we've got, gorgeous, the Four of Pentacles, which is beautiful. So what you should be doing instead of diving straight into it. Now, the Four of Pentacles, a lot of people read as greed. I very rarely don't use that understanding of greed. I don't see greed in these cards. To me, this is about holding on to what we've already got, but also, instead of putting our energy out there, like the fire energy here with the Knight, you know, get out there. This is sort of the energy of kind of going within, sort of thing, and taking check of everything that you've got without, you know, and just thinking about things, you know, being stable about it, if you like. You know, the number 4 is quite a stable number. It's quite a grounding energy. So to me, the Four of Pentacles is very much the same. It's not just about money. The Pentacles is about, you know, everyday life. So instead of this charging ahead before you've really thought about things and weighed things up and made decisions, now is the time to kind of take a step back, go within, have a look at everything that you've already got, and weigh that up about, you know, what you could gain by charging, you know, what you could gain by going ahead with whatever this is that you're considering doing, before doing it, if you know what I mean. I'm getting my words all muddled up, but I know what I mean. So instead of this energy of the Knight where you're going to just charge ahead without making any decisions, the answer to this, you know, overcoming this obstacle of charging ahead, is just take a stop and have a look at what you have already got, what you would gain by moving forward in the direction that you're thinking about doing, or is it safer to stay as you are? These are all considerations that you should be taking in, rather than just charging ahead. So instead of charging, just take a step back, think things through, weigh everything up like the Justice card says, make decisions based on wisdom and knowledge, rather than just the burning ambition to dive straight in, that kind of thing. And like I say, this one is just telling you the same thing. Just take a step back, acknowledge everything that you've got. Will you learn anything? Will you gain anything by doing what it is that it's on your mind, or what you've been offered, or what you want to do? Or because, you know, yes, sometimes stability can be boring, and sometimes we need that energy to kind of give us that fire energy, to give us that oomph to get out there. But sometimes we do it at a risk. So sometimes we just need to kind of sit back and weigh everything up, as the Justice card says in the first place. Now, if you can do that, if you can not just charge ahead, but weigh everything up and take time to go within and just sort of see what you've got now, what you could gain by doing this, and moving forward, then you'll get a better idea instead of just charging ahead and not knowing what you're going into. Now, if you can do that, the outcome will be for the weekend will be the Two of Wands. So there we go. So the outcome will be the Two of Wands. By doing this, by sitting back and by weighing everything up and by using a balancing everything and kind of, you know, making sure you've looked into the ins and outs of everything, you're then going to be in a position where you're ready to act, where you're ready to put it out there and ready to move forward. So, you know, this is how it could end up if you don't just dive into things. If you do take time to weigh it all up, you know, then you're going to be in a place where you can move forward and forward thinking and put those plans into action. So then the card that we've got for an add-on is, like I said, from the Golden Path, and we've got, oh, it's down here, Wisdom. So there we go. So I don't know if I leave it, no, I'm gonna have to put a bit of there we go. So that kind of ties in with the first card, the Wisdom. So, you know, it's all about acting wisely and not just charging into something. Whatever's offered to you this weekend, whatever decisions you need to make this weekend, whatever balancing act you need to be doing, just make wise decisions, wise choices. Don't give into this feeling that you just got to dive straight into it. Don't feel that, you know, you need to rush into anything. Just take a seat back, think things through, look at what you know you have now, and will it add to what you've, you know, what you already got or what you're already doing. And if it does, then, you know, just make sure that you know the ins and outs of everything, and then you're going to be in a great position to move forward and to get that out there and to act upon it. So that is the message for this weekend, from today till the 22nd. A bit rambly, but my readings usually are a bit rambly. I just speak as it sort of comes to me, so sometimes I get a bit tongue-tied, but I hope you kind of get the gist of what I'm saying. But yeah, put in the comments below if you like these kind of things, or would you'd rather not see them on the channel. But I just think it's a way for me to use my cards, and if it's not something people want to watch, then they don't have to. But if they do like these kind of things, then it's just an added bonus. But I love these cards. I do love these cards, and I just want to keep working with them, and I need excuses to work with them. So thanks for listening if you've listened, and you'll have to let me know after the weekend if any of this sort of resonated with you over the weekend, and I will speak to you all soon. Bye for now.